Real talk, real people, real conversation. Week to week, this the place to get your inspiration. Go and sit back and unwind, sipping on your coldest glass of wine. This the home of girl bosses and the warriors. Went from tragedy to triumph and it's glorious. Ain't no question if they ask, they got that fire. This the podcast that came to Aspire. Welcome to Aspire Podcast.
Hey people, I'm crazy at this point. I'm hot. It's been a day already, but I'm excited to be here with my good fellow Fells. I want you to not only introduce yourself, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell everybody a little about yourself.
My good fellow, I'm an artist. I paint, draw, graphic design, stuff like that. I also do music.
Yeah.
Part of a crew called Beat Ministry. We've been doing hip hop in Orlando, I don't know, like
over 20 years. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been painting for over 20 years. So.
And he's only 30, guys.
Nah, I'm not. But I was here at the first Pintura.
Yeah.
You know?
In 14 years ago or something like that?
Yeah, the original one, when the first one came down.
That's
I
wild.
worked closely with Staz and his old partner that was here.
Okay, yeah. Because I was around in Orlando, but I didn't even hear about it. I heard about it years later, the original. But I wanted to have you on here because he's one of my favorite people. Like, he's one of my favorite, like, his mind works differently than everybody else's. You really do have that thing.
That's bad.
No, no, because it makes you a good artist.
Yeah.
It makes you a good producer.
Yeah, nah, I figure.
Yeah, so why art?
I always did it. It's the only thing I did naturally. Okay. So I always was drawing, always listen to music. My dad's like not very much older than me, so I grew up like hip hop was like our culture. So I've been a hip hop kid since I was a kid. So, but art has always been. I grew up in New York, so it was like graffiti was everywhere. My dad, his normal writing is like graffiti, like so it was like a thing, you know. So like we didn't have iPads. It's like, here, draw something. Yeah. So that was, for me, that was cool. PBS and drawing.
See, I did that too, but my drawings did not look like yours. Like, you told me yesterday, and I'll tell you, he told me yesterday, everyone can draw. Yeah. Yes. Everyone can put two figures together and draw, but I feel like there is a talent within somebody and a creative
there's stuff,
that, like,
you know, but it's hand-eye coordination.
You said that too, and that's not true.
You got to tell your eyes. Your eyes are telling what your hands to do. Okay. So if you could figure out, you could do it. Nah, you good.
I could figure it out. I could draw a star. I could, you know what I'm saying?
I can't. My stars come out fat, and they look weird.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
But nah, anybody could draw. But drawing something that's it's doesn't cost anything, even if you're not good at it. After you do it, you still feel good about it because you accomplished something. Anybody can do it, and you can do it all. And you can do it all the time. Like even just doodling on the corner of your TPS report at work or whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like drawing something. Like your expression is, you got to do it. You know. Yeah. But it's not just drawing. It's how you talk, how you dress.
Well, that's you know, what it is for me. It's everything else.
You get pierced. You wear wild makeup. You get tattoos. You know.
He's a tattoo artist too, which, come on, you got to sell that more. I didn't even know until like maybe months ago.
Yeah, that's my career. That's what I've
been sell your career on here.
I've been tattooing for 12 years now.
Yeah, I feel like
it's a good transition. A lot of
it's probably easy for you in the sense the transition from.
Nah, it's different. You're dealing with people. You're dealing with people's energies. You're also dealing with subject matter that you have to respect. So it's like, I could do this little name for $100. And that could get mundane and like boring, but that name might be
everything to that
closure
person.
For somebody, or like, you know what I'm saying, like, or like you're covering up the name of a person who's abusive to them, or like, all types of stuff.
That's why I had you on here, because just even hearing you say things like
it's a different energy. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
I've heard,
I agree.
You know,
because you're almost a therapist
things.
at that time.
Yeah,
like
but it's heavy, and you go home with that. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, babe, bro, you don't even know what happened today. Like,
this nigga done hit her and made this, and now she got a scar, and I had to cover up the scar. Like,
or it's like, or it's just crazy. Like, you know, like some people just want crazy shit.
Yeah, and you don't agree with it. Like you really want a stop sign on your forehead? Like, is that what you want? Yeah.
But it's their bodies, so it's like there's a limit to like your opinion, and
of
also
course.
but also it comes to maybe morality too. Like, so like, man, I don't feel good about doing this to you. Like, you're 19 and you want this face tat because you're a rapper. Like yo, my boy, like,
give advice.
Yeah,
You can
like,
especially
like,
to the
yo,
younger people. You
like,
need to
look,
give
how
advice
about
too.
I do it on your forearm. I make it fresh as hell.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I'll give you a discount on it since you don't got the bread. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I respect that though.
You know,
that
and
makes
not
you.
let somebody ruin their life.
But
you know
that
what I mean?
makes you a better human and a better artist, because I feel like art is subjective, but at the same time, a lot of these younger kids are so heavily influenced, right? But if you're influencing them for a better reason and a better cause, it's not about the money for you, it's about the art.
Yeah, but then, you know, we're also adults. So
if you want a damn stupid tattoo on your face.
It hurts me sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
But
if
that soul.
you're not like a capitalist all the way, like, you're gonna lose a lot in life. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I won't do that for the money. You know, and it's like, damn, I needed that. You know, but
I get it.
You know, 2 weeks later, that person comes into the shop and says, "Yo, thank you for letting me not tattoo that
Ruined
fucking."
my whole life.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bob's name is not on my face. He broke up with me.
Yeah, bro.
Bob.
Yeah, I've done, like, for my homeboys who really wanted it, I've done their girl's name in very light gray ink, just so in case if it fades away, you know what I'm saying? I can cover it up. Like, I'll tell somebody in front of their boyfriends, like, "You sure? I could do it in light gray in case this shit don't work out."
Listen.
You know, but it makes them question what they're doing, and then they won't do it.
As they should.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's something on your body. I have tats.
Yeah.
But nothing on my body is something I knew I was gonna regret. Like, everything has a thought and a meaning. Like, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not,
that's also whack too. So at the same
What
time,
you
that's
mean?
whack.
I'm not gonna put no crazy ass.
Yeah, but I
like,
don't want to. Everything doesn't have to be. Oh, these are 7 flowers for the 7 people in my life.
No, that is
nigga,
not
How about
me
you like
either.
it because aesthetically you think it looks good on your body, and you feel like accentuating your frame with that. Like, it doesn't have to be
No, for me, everything has to have a meaning.
A fucking
Now,
meaning. You can have a fun tat.
yeah,
You can go get.
but,
You know
but
what?
that's a meaning
Let's
to
get
me.
drunk and get this bad tattoo.
Same.
Like, that's not bad.
I have
It's
let's
fun,
get drunk.
you know what
My
I'm
best
saying?
friend tattoo.
You just gotta have
yeah.
a limit. Like, you know, you can't go crazy. But
That's why you can't see most of my tattoos.
but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a little dolphin on your butt, whatever, bro. If that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
You got people losing their shades up in here.
Yeah.
What's your why? Every day you wake up, what's your why?
I don't know.
You have one.
Nah, not
Yes,
lately. But no.
You a liar. I
no,
could
no,
tell
no.
you something, and I don't even know
I
you
just
that
want to be
deep.
better. So at everything. So I just want to be a better person.
Okay.
So if
That's
I
not
have
a bad why.
Yeah, and like fix stuff. That's what I'm at lately.
Like being the problem solver or being someone.
No. Fix me. No, fuck everybody else right now. I gotta fix
You
me.
can't, but you know that's the
You know what I'm
realest
saying?
thing
But
that
you
I've
know what
heard
I'm
in a long
saying?
time from somebody on this show.
I can't.
Because everybody's like,
Because
oh,
I help
I'm
people.
the Dalai Lama.
I
But
love to help people. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I also, like, man, I need help. So it's like,
yeah, and you can't help others unless you're
yeah.
correct.
So,
you're
like,
running right.
a boy Junior always says, you gotta put your mask on in a
Okay.
plane before you help motherfuckers out.
Yeah.
Because if you can't breathe, you ain't gonna be able to help
You're
somebody
not
else
helping
breathe.
nobody. Your
You know
kids
what
are
I'm saying?
now you killed your kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you know what I'm saying. Because you're panicking, you can't
Yeah.
breathe, and then you die in front of your kids. Then somebody else puts a mask on, and they don't got
Yeah.
daddy.
Yeah.
Like,
But you know what I would have thought? You would have said your daughters as a why. Because
But-
I feel like that's a heavy thing for you
but I can't do nothing for them if I'm
if
not
you're
good
not right. I agree
right
with
now.
that.
Which I'm learning that now.
I
So
think
before I would just push through and tumble through life and I made it, guys. I made it.
I'm
You know what I'm
here.
saying?
You
That's
lost
not-
a shoe.
That's
You're
not
like-
always good. You know what I'm saying?
I agree
Like,
with that.
That's not always
Listen, I
good. Like,
get
I'm
it.
not very calculated. I'm not good at planning. So a lot of times I just tumble through things. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'll get there and I'll make it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
We'll get to do what we said we're gonna do. But for me to get there, I need to learn how to really make my life smoother.
So what's gonna be your way to make that happen?
I don't know. I don't know
Now you gotta
yet.
think about it.
Yeah, I
Now
don't
you
know
gotta
yet.
think about it
I'm
'cause of
trying.
me.
I'm just like
I just ruined you.
reading stuff, listening to my friends, like, you know what I'm saying, people from the outside who see what I'm doing and they could go, hey, fails you. You kind of doing this little, you know what I'm saying? But I have those guys. I have June. I have Biz. Shinobi,
you need
Midas,
no people. Yeah.
You know, those guys, you know, they're not judging me.
Shout out to all those guys.
Yeah, they're not, that's my crew. You know, they're not judging me, but they're helping at the same time. And if I'm fucking up, they're, you know, they hate me.
I was going to tell you, I was like, that's nice, but you need people to like be the no men. Because I'm used to, I hate yes people in my life. I need people that's like, girl, if you don't get your shit together, hold me accountable.
Yeah, but sometimes that's hard too, because I don't want to hear that stuff. You know, I don't want to hear I'm fucking up. You know what I mean? Or if you come off of something,
nobody does,
and you feel mad good about it, and then you got a homeboy who's like, no. You know that shit wasn't right.
But then,
like,
at the same time,
you know what I mean?
But at the same time, I'll tell you this much: yes, you need people to hold you accountable, but you also have to start believing in this and in this that it's not steering you wrong either. Because you could have those people, but what if you're not trying to accomplish what they are? So you got to still know this is what you got to listen to yourself at the end of the day too.
My brain's louder than my heart, and my brain messes me up.
You got to match them. That's the trick.
Because it took a lot. I overthink stuff. I don't talk to people right. I might say like an opinion that's crazy, you know, a hot take or something.
Oh, I know some people back there.
You know what I'm saying?
I know some people in my crew.
Yeah, I'm hot take Harry. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes I say stuff and people be like, ooh. Like,
I feel like for me,
like
I'm a very outspoken person.
Yeah.
So, but I'm kind. But if I love you, I'm harder on you.
Yeah.
So I'm sweeter
not harder.
to the people.
I'm meaner, but not harder. You're just going to get more jokes.
No, yeah, same.
I'm not going to be mean to you.
I'm not a mean person, but you also have to like, if I care and you hurt me, you're going to know it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those people that like, I'm not mad, you know? But one thing I would tell you that I like about you and that draws me to you is that you don't seem ingenuine about not a damn thing.
I try not to be.
Yeah, like you don't come off fake. You don't, and in the art world, in the industry, in general, it's hard.
I learned the hard way that being a liar is bad, and you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
The hard way, I don't even know.
Well, the hard way, like, you know, like, like I would say things wrong. Like I would give somebody the right answer, even though I kind of knew that I couldn't do it. Or I kind of knew it wasn't the right thing. Because I'll get nervous. Yes man. No, not a yes man. Is to make. It was almost like to like.
Make them feel better.
Yeah, or make them believe in me more. Because inside I knew I could do it, but in reality I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm not trying to disappoint you off rip. You know, I'm gonna give myself a chance to do it, but my brain don't work so well to where. I made the plan to accomplish the goal.
So like you have the talent to do something, but you don't have the drive to get there.
Not the drive. It's not about drive. It's about like
planning it out.
Yeah,
time management.
Yeah, like ADD stuff. Like it really like it messes me up.
I have some people back here.
So it messes me up. So like my attention, it's always to be better. You know what I mean? But you know, the road to hell is paved by good intentions. You know what I'm saying? Because good intentions don't get you there. It's the work that you put in behind it.
Yeah.
And that's I messed that up a lot in my life.
I always tell people like
sometimes lying comes in that.
And it's not necessarily lying. Yeah.
But now that I try to be super honest, like overly honest, because I'm trying to get away from anything.
Now you come
like
off
that.
rude.
Yeah. And if somebody lies to me, I think they're disgusting people.
Jeez.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, because you don't have to. Like, you know what I'm saying? I did that shit. Like, you know, like you do that stuff. Like, nah, babe, I'm 10 minutes away. And then you're 20 minutes away. Like, you don't know the anxiety that you gave your other person waiting 20 minutes. Like, not saying like, you know, it's dramatic.
You didn't have
but
the
like,
intention to lie.
If that's your person, right? Or that's your homie. And I said, I'll be there in 10 minutes. And it took me a half an hour. I don't know what that guy's or my friend or my mom or my wife or my kid is thinking in those 15 minutes that I didn't show up.
Yeah, no.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you would think your mom was mad dramatic when she was like, I thought you were dead. And like, you know what I'm saying? But you feel like that when you have a kid.
Would feel that.
Yeah, like, damn, that nigga's not here yet. Like, yo, he's not here yet. Like, where's he at? Like, did he crash? He's always here on time. Like, what's happening?
So for me, I think.
Because you lied, you put somebody else through anxiety, and then you look like shit. And then you got to explain yourself. And then usually that's going to turn into more lies just to cover it up, and then you're only lying. You're lying with good intention. And it's still a lie. Like you're still fucking up.
I don't
like,
feel like you're lying. So
no,
sometimes
not lying,
people
but
like oversell themselves.
But that's how I feel.
With the intention of lying.
But I feel like that could be that. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, I'd rather not give you an answer and just leave you unread. And just be like, I just leave it like that and don't hit you back up.
I know you're not lying about that.
Yeah. Because I just be like,
you're not lying about
like,
that.
You know, because I'll get anxious
Yeah.
and then. Because I want to say, yeah, I got you. Yeah, whatever.
Do you think art, because we had Andrea Rico here just a second ago, and she said that art gives her a sense of peace. Me being the viewer and the receiver of the art, it gives me a sense of peace. What does it give you?
Depends on what I'm doing.
And how you're feeling at the time?
Yeah, so like tattooing, it gives me a sense of accomplishment. Right? Okay. Like it's something that gets done the same day. Like, oh man, I really did that. Like, damn, I actually did that.
My foot
like
this, in that. Yeah,
like this person gave me this
yeah.
idea. They were very happy with it. Whatever. Graffiti, no.
What does it give you?
It gives me. I'm trying to be better than y'all.
Why?
Graffiti's my ego.
Okay. I mean, I've never heard that. Like
it is because graffiti's full contact. So when you come from graffiti from back in the like real graffiti, now I'm not talking.
It was
about,
like battle graffiti back in the day.
I'm not talking about like I do street art and I do murals and I use a projector. No, I'm talking about graffiti. It's different.
Yeah, I know it's
like
different.
there's writers here. There's real graffiti artists here, and then there's people who paint. It's two different things.
Back in the day, I felt, at least from New York, it was more like, oh, he put this here. Oh, no, I'm going to top that, and we're going to be on this wall, and it's just going to be better. Is that mentality that you have?
Nah, but it's also you fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like that. Like, it's like, oh, I'm just going to do this mural. I'm going to do this.
No, but I mean, the thuggery of it all was that. But now it's different. Now it's like, I just want to.
It's not. Are
you competing with others?
It's aggressive, right?
Yeah.
But it's still like, you know, we're still walking around here like, yo.
Damn, that was dope.
Yeah,
right?
No,
okay.
or not.
Okay.
It's not dope.
Okay.
And you say it's not dope because it's dope.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Hating.
So
like, why the hater mentality?
Because it's fucking graffiti. Like, that's it.
I've never heard. I know this, but I've never heard this.
Y'all live here. We're doper than y'all. We'll show you right now.
We'll show you.
You know
Orlando's gonna kill it tonight.
Yeah, or whoever. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like you go to some places like, oh man, these guys are fucking good. Like, damn. And then you're like, oh hey, what's up, guys?
humbly,
like yeah, you know what I'm saying.
This was mine, but
yeah. But it was like that. All
I remember growing up
and
like
after,
that.
A little bit after, you know, I stopped doing illegal graffiti at a certain point after my kids got a little older.
Because you ain't doing that, but
yeah.
But now I feel like, why is it illegal? It's such a
because you want somebody you pay $120,000 a year to be in this building, and then somebody just fucking rags on it. Because not everybody paints as dope as me. You're not gonna get something dope. You're gonna get graffiti shit. Like
that's what I wanted you to say. Is why I said that.
No, but you know what I'm saying. You're not gonna get something dope. You don't get. Like,
some people are just tagging to tag and they're not good.
Yeah, to me, I think it's fire, and I look at it like that. But to you, you're not gonna be like, what the fuck?
I really, even a tag sometimes it's so crazy because I know like what Commission got tagged in the bathroom, which is that's disrespectful because it's disrespectful. I get it. Right. But at the same time, when I see,
you know what I'm saying?
But at the same
your
time,
whole bar got graffiti on it. You're gonna get graffiti in your fucking bathroom.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like it's kind of dope. It's an expression of whatever you feeling at the time.
But
so
also,
for me, I like it.
But it's also you gotta be wary. You want to use our culture as an aesthetic. You're gonna get the culture in your face.
And some people just
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like graffiti shit,
that's
what happens. There's beef happens, things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a culture thing.
But it's a full
graffiti versus paint and art. Yeah.
Yeah, because graffiti's graffiti. Graffiti was before hip hop.
True.
You feel me? It was the first thing. It was before people were tagging, before people were rapping. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's different. You know what I'm saying? Philadelphia, there was graffiti writers in the 70s. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's like 69, 70. In California, there was like pachucos and like cholo guys like doing their neighborhoods. So like, you know that this neighborhood's a protected neighborhood.
This is ours.
Don't come in here messing with the viejitas or anything. We're gonna fuck you up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how it was.
It's true.
Because that's how gangs started, right? Yeah. Gangs started in protecting the neighborhood. Yeah. But then it's like, oh, but we can also sell drugs here. And nobody mess with us because it's our neighborhood. And then it evolves into bad stuff, right?
But I love that you said that because it was intended for good, But then it became its own animal, and
capitalism,
money talks.
The Reagan era.
The Reagan era.
That,
I love that you. That's why I wanted you on here. The history of it all, because I know you're one of those people that deeply thinks about everything they do. You
sort of, yeah.
No, when it comes to the art,
I get stuck in it.
And you're like it's like a mind spiral for you.
Well, yeah, because it's you just, I don't know, like it's like a dump. So like how you get like endorphin dump, like that's what I get. Like, so like I go on deep dive on something, like, oh, that's like,
it's a high.
Yeah.
Coming here, I literally was like anxious because I have anxiety, all that crazy stuff. I was like, oh, I don't know. Even though this is my element, this is where I'm comfortable. But then I walked in and like I saw her art, and obviously she's not a graffiti artist, but her art spoke to me. And then I walked around, and it's like that was my piece. And then I came here, and I'm like, okay, we're good,
Yeah. It's chill, and it's something like this is cool because there's older people here.
It's all kinds of people.
So in Orlando, like my wall that we're doing, we're like the oldest guys from here, from Orlando. Yeah. But there's like old guys from New York here. Then there's like young guys from here. And then there's like older guys from Miami here. They're like, we grew up watching paint. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like cool, that's why I love this event because it's so many, like you got 18-year-olds and you got
and we're also like in the same crews. So it's like, I'm in a crew, a boy's in a crew, but my boy's in a crew with those guys too. And then we finally get to meet those guys. Like, damn, we loved your shit since we were kids. Like, oh, dope.
Respect.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's difference. So there's the ego part, right? But then there's also that part too, because you can't front, on
your
what
art
things
is your art,
yeah, or what things influenced you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the best writer, like I'm not, and I'm not the greatest painter to ever live. But there's young guys that came up to me and said, "Hey, man, I used to watch your stuff. Now I paint." Yeah. Like, that's dope.
But do you feel like that happens a lot though? Because I feel like in certain
cultures,
cultures, like it's like you can't even give props to somebody, or like
graffiti when you're younger in it, you're okay with it. And you're like a little pendejito, and you're kind of like, oh, guys,
yay, fangirling, right? Yeah.
Because you don't know anything, But then when you see it, and then you kind of learn and be like, yo, you got to chill, bro. You can't be.
You can't.
Yeah,
stop fainting.
Relax.
I thank God that I got you too. You over here talking.
My bad. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. We don't care. We don't filter nothing. Real is real.
Damn, tell people.
Why do you feel bad? I only said that, but I only said that so that you could feel bad because we don't. You know how many curse words have been on this show? Because real expression is real expression. I don't like to mute everybody, anyone. Like we come out here for that. Yeah. Tell them where they can find you. And don't be like shy. And you got 2 pages, and use your damn 2 pages because I will call you out.
Oh, okay. So my tattoo page is Tattoos by Fells, PHELS, on Instagram, and my music and a lot of my newer artwork and stuff like that. It's on my_good fellow on Instagram.
PHELO.
Yep.
Yes.
I think the Facebook's the same.
Okay.
I don't use Facebook because it's like it's for old guys.
You offending half my crew?
I'm just saying, bro. Like, what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I'm at that age where I should be on Facebook. I don't like it. It's like
because you gotta say something.
Now,
like
also,
sometimes
you see people from high school. They look crazy. It's like, oof. It makes you feel like I look crazy too. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't actually.
We're the same grade. And you look crazy. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on
you
that.
saying everything that we all think.
But yeah,
what else are you doing besides this now?
That's it right now. I don't got nothing
Music?
going on.
You a lie?
No, nothing. My man Biz is coming out with a new thing, so we're working on that now.
I love that. You working on that though? Yeah,
we're working on that. Nico and June are hopefully Young Viejos Part 2. That's a cool album. You guys should check out
Young
Part 1.
Viejos, yeah.
They're working on the second one of that.
Okay.
That's cool. So there's things moving within the circle of people.
Thing. And your music
Shinobi
and all that.
keeps dropping stuff. Shinobi's fucking ill. I guess you'll put something there for them. I guess. If you can.
I got you. We'll add some names.
Sucio Saturdays at the commission come through. Sure Shot and Soy is Real. I DJ there sometimes as well.
Yes, you do. He's a jack of all trades. He just be like sweeping that under the rug. That's why I said introduce yourself with all your titles.
I just like doing stuff.
But yeah, it's good.
And it's all interchangeable because it all works with the same. So like, I do graphic design and art, right? Because like you gotta learn how to use a computer if you're gonna do art these days. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
I paint, draw, whatever, put it on the computer, finish it. You know, do logos, everything. You know, whatever. So from using the computer, I also learned how to do like a little bit of video editing. So I'll do that for the guys every once in a while. Like, we'll figure it out. You know, I'll deep dive on shit and get stuff and learn little tricks here and there, or chill with people that down to give me game. The DJ part, I've been making beats since high school. That was always I always made beats and did
I don't know how I didn't know you back then, because I grew up with you.
Kid, like I was just like
speaking from said
chilling.
Weird kid.
No, but I would just chill. I would just have my two homeboys. That's it. I didn't even chill. I didn't chill with June or nobody.
Yeah, I knew June from back in the day.
Yeah, nah, I ain't chill with none of them. I chill with Shinobi.
He went to high school with me, but I don't know him that well.
Shinobi and Juan Yue, it used to be his partner, right? Like his rap partner. I chill with them, but that's it. I was always by myself. I used to go to all the shows, all the AKA lines by myself.
AKA
Solito,
Solito, chilling.
Yeah, just go in, watch it, and then leave. Because I wasn't social like that.
You ain't social now.
Well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying. I just don't.
You are, but you not. It's like I'm very social, and then I have to go in hiding.
I have to crack in, and then like, you crack me in, and I'm good. Yeah. But like I'm not gonna go
an awkward joke, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go run around looking for a conversation. I'd rather just stay quiet and.
Yeah, because you heard his mouth here. Listen, thank you for coming on. I'm gonna leave you to the paint. I'm gonna start posting too, guys, some pictures. I took a picture while you were painting and you didn't even know.
Is it my sexy side?
I mean, it might have been. It might have been. Y'all decide that on the show.
Don't do it.
Yeah, we'll have a poll.
I don't want to hear nothing.
Was this his sexy side?
Is that a sea lion?
Oh, you better stop. Well, thank you guys.
That's what I would say to stuff to people. Don't let them post it. I'll make fun of y'all.
Damn, sea lion. Is that what you say about me?
Nah.
Hard question on the show.
Never.
Listen, it's all right. We see lions together. I don't care.
All right, I'm out of here, guys. Hey, peace.
We'll be back, guys. Thank you. Bye.